You're working.
Bonanza 8539 Mike, Concord Tower. Runway 2, clear for takeoff, 1 call.
Why is that hanging open?
Bonanza 39 Mike, continue holding short, runway 2.
39 Mike, holding short of 2. That was very confusing. He just cleared us to take off.
9 Foxtrot Mike, turn left to Delta, taxi parking via Alpha.
He got confused about something.
That's a Delta and Alpha to the ramp. 739 Fox Mike.
Bonanza 8539 Mike, runway 2, cleared for takeoff, wind calm.
All right. 39 Mike, clear for takeoff, runway 2. That was weird, full rich, full prop. Confused. I was going to say there was an airplane on the runway right in front of me, and he cleared us to take off. And he told us to hold, so.
And Blaze, just confirm you said back at the station.
On her 39 Mike 2.
Roger, thanks.
Kinda.
Alright. Waiting on the airspeed. Airspeed's alive. Center line, full rich, right rudder. Stay in the mixture. 50. 60. 70, rotate. Nice cool air. Positive rate. Gears coming up. We hope. Alright, gears up. Confirmed up. Alright, gauges are green. I was going to go up to about 7,500. There are some hills in the way. Yeah, that's it. That's probably too much, but you'll know in a minute. So do you know these people very well that we're going to see, or you're going to see?
I'm meeting this guy for the first time.
But you know the owner?
Owner a little bit, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think I told you I met him out at Oshkosh. Jeez, it's got a, I don't know, almost 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But he's a good friend of the guy that built the Sonics when I was building my 1X, and now he's building an RV. He's a guy down in Eatonton that.
Oh, okay. So they're okay. Gotcha.
It's written to take you down there to meet Dennis sometime.
Yeah, you're friends with too many people. All right, I'm going to try to get myself on the correct track according to ForeFlight. And we'll just see what happens. Once I get into cruise, I'll try to...
What do you do to remind yourself not to blow the altitude climbing out of here?
I put an altitude bug in for 3,000.
Oh.
And if I remember to look at it, I'm going to level off at 3,000.
And once or twice I blew right through it a couple 100 feet. It's like,
I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but that's what I try to do.
yeah.
So I'll trim the airplane, level off. I'll go ahead and pull the RPM back.
I'll set my altitude bug on there also, you know, and I get that little chime thing on mine.
It does it, but if you're not looking at it though, it's not like, I don't get a chime. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, that's, sorry, I'm getting my knobs confused. Yeah, so I'll just sit here. Yeah, those knobs.
Oh, what this is,
they have effect. They have that effect on me. Yeah.
You know what this is, don't you?
I mean, not specifically, but I can imagine.
Adjusting the bathwater. What were you thinking?
Exactly.
An old one.
Yep.
I'm an old one, so I know some old ones.
Adjusting the bathwater. I still haven't recovered from the one the other day, you Mr. Kisser and kissed her. I'm not repeating it. We're being recorded, by the way, so be careful. All right, now it's trimmed, finally. Questions? Feels like we're going down.
Good afternoon, or good morning, Concord Tower, November 960 Bravo, Papa, RNAV 2, Papa, full.
Oh, we don't need to listen to them. All right, we're almost to the 6,000 shelf. Usually when I get to this shelf, I try to climb just, you know, just slow enough that
I'd never have to worry about out climbing distance in a 6,000.
Right, yeah.
It doesn't go up that fast. That's a little drag strip down there.
Yeah, it's an 1/8 mile drag strip.
Are all those, what are all the buildings? Are they?
I think that looks like, oh, there's a, it's just a little business park.
Oh, okay.
It's a little motorsports park that, all right, now we're in the 6,000. Yeah, there's a company there that makes brake pads that I've done business with. There's a shop there, Stock Car Steel. You bought from them, haven't you?
No, I go up to up 16.
Okay, well there's a place called Stock Car Steel, and they have their warehouse there. So if you ever need sheet metal, and I have a jobber account there if you ever need anything. Usually it saves a little bit of money. You know, you can get a whole sheet of something there for what a little piece costs at Lowe's. But yeah, it's a business park. A friend of mine lives right down under somewhere around here. All right, we're still making almost full power as we climb. So when I go see my son in Boone, I have a flight plan in ForeFlight that gives me a 3-mile straight in waypoint. And when I first did it, I just programmed it here, and then I'm pretty sure I transferred it and it just worked. For some reason, this airport won't let me do that. So, but we got it, we'll find it. It's just kind of annoying. I don't know why it lets you, and I remember when I did my instrument training, the guy was like, sometimes they talk to each other, sometimes they won't. So, I don't know. Your Garmin doesn't have this screen, I don't believe.
Don't know.
This is the one we like to use. I think I looked. The 750 doesn't have it either. We like it set up because you can see it gives you really good information. It'll show you your track. Like this is wrong because we're not flying to that airport, but it's these two numbers here. You line those up, you're on target. And the map mode won't let you. The map mode will let you show these two, the important ones, but the other one lets you show more. But this is what most people probably use. But you're doing a 650 and the second one, or just the one?
What do you mean second?
One GPS or two GPS?
Just one that I know of.
You're not doing a backup?
No.
Okay. Oh, we got some bumps. Either that or something's falling off. All right, 5,300, we're almost out of the Bravo.
This guy's name is Gary.
All right. I won't remember that, but I'll try. Does he live up here?
Harry does, yeah. And I never got the story why Bob, who is the owner of this thing,
Yeah.
what his connection is with West Virginia. So, apparently there was family money, and according to Dennis, he didn't really have a job.
Okay.
But like I said, he was president of the Cessna Twin Engine
Okay.
Owners Association. I don't think he is now, but...
Well, it looks like a gorgeous field from what I could see in the aerial. All right, now I can put in a real altitude.
This is going to save so much time. Look at this. I've been wanting to come up and see his project anyway.
Good.
But when he ordered this thing, he ordered all the kits, the quick build kits.
Okay.
Boom, in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that. Ordered the prop finally.
Yeah, you said they were putting fees and surprise charges. Yeah, I mean, I even look, even with the quick build though, that's still a lot of work, and everything's not.
577, join the final 45 right on your present heading
I
and
thought I was on a frequency
CMR
that didn't
altitude.
exist, but I guess not.
So I made my, knock on wood, I made my last big payment.
Okay. Good. The engine's coming soon too, right?
Yeah. I've had to make out 2 big checks, giant checks,
Yep.
within about 2 weeks of each other.
Well, you can't take it with you.
Now, with about the time Trump decided he wanted to go to war, was when payments were coming up, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? Is he just going to take the whole world down with him? He's trying.
Well, fortunately, the stock market doesn't care anymore, you know?
Yeah.
It's given up. I mean, it's going to come and go, but the inflation and the fuel prices are going to... I mean, we're going to have lots of money, we're just not going to be able to afford anything. That's the future I see.
Never thought of it that way. That's great.
I watch a lot of financial... I don't know a lot, but I'm trying to learn, but I watch a lot of these retirement planning and financial this, and you know, how printing money,
Inquiry check 577, advised traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles
not talking fiscal easing and all the stuff they do to stimulate the economy. But I saw one the other day, it was labeled, "You can't eat GDP." And I thought that was a great saying, because they do everything they can to keep, you know, growth. But if you can't afford to buy food, what good's it doing you? So I thought that was a good saying. You can't eat GDP. Nobody knows what the hell you're talking about if you say that, but I do. All right, I'm going to turn on the autopilot and see what happens. The heading bug's on, altitude. We are flying somewhere. I don't know where. Yep, we're pointed in the right general direction. Mixture's good. Open the throttle back up. Now they're at high altitude. Yeah, the Fed is printing money at, you know, high rates again, and the government just borrows money from itself, and that just makes everything more expensive and our money less valuable. So, but what are you going to do? They don't ask our opinion. I saw another video about the government doesn't want a recession, and I always thought it's because of they know that we won't vote for them if there's a recession. But the reality is they don't want a recession because then that tax revenue drops. So they want to keep people working and making money because they need our tax income. And I thought that was an interesting way to look at it. Because if you have a recession, people lose their jobs, and you know, it's all about taxes. Which may or may not be true, but it's an interesting Way to look at it. Come on, baby, let's go. 150 knots. So if I wanted to enter a waypoint, it's close to G-Berg. There's G-Berg. Alright, so it's just... Oh, it's halfway between G-Berg and Shane. I can see it. So it's about, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to figure out the easiest way to do this. How do I make a waypoint there? Oh, create waypoint. Well, we're going to call it that for now. What's the guy's name? Gary. That's probably already in here. I knew it. I call it that. Let's go direct to, all right. Let's see how close that is. Pretty close. Now we're on GPS steering. Okay. That wasn't too bad. You know how to do all that stuff, right?
When I was first got the radios in the 140 and I learned all about the stuff, and if you don't use it for me, wait,
yeah,
goes.
Well, I will tell you, if you ever get a hold, remembering how to do that is problematic. Going in and entering a radial, and it's almost easier just draw a circle on the iPad and use your heading knob and just pray that you're close enough that they don't yell at you. I really wanted to set up a straight in final, but it's just not, that's too much work. We'll figure it out when we get close. We get about We get about 10 miles out, we'll figure it out. All right, 156 knots. Now we're in the ballpark. Gauge is green. So is the electrical stuff really your only, is that your primary mission today, or is there any other stuff you're focused on?
Mostly the panel.
Yeah.
I've had other questions that I'd love to see somebody else's airplane, but I was able to figure it out.
Right.
But all the spaghetti there, trying to figure out where everything's going to go best.
Yeah.
Easier to see his.
Well, I think we had the wiring in the right place, but if this will get you a, you know.
It'll be nice to see, you know, the 2 units that go through what,
right.
what they call the glove compartment into that area.
Okay.
It'd be nice to see what they did to support those.
Right.
And also support the back of the GPS.
Sure, that GPS is really going to be hanging. Of course, at least you have brackets. You have a real tray for that, but the tray didn't even reach on the right side. The rear part. Anyway. You're a master mechanic, you'll figure it out.
I'll just put a 2x4 from the floor up under it just to hold it up.
Yep. Well, I know that stuff can get you killed, so you want to do it right. When I know I've told you this, but when I got my private pilots with our Cherokee, the transponder was drooping in the back. They had used like a piece of that plumbing metal to hang it, and it had come loose, and it was drooping, and it was hitting the yoke in our plane. It was catching it, and every time I would flare to land, it would catch, and I would.
Oh God!
And I swear to God, I gave up flying, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but every time I would just gently peel, it would catch just enough, and that's what it was. David went out to the airport and was just looking around, and he found it. He found the problem. Not that instantly corrected my flying, but it made a huge improvement on my landings. Now we got Highway 421 under us. That's the way we go up to see our son in Boone. I think that's, can you see an interstate right under you?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, that's 421, but going north and south. I guess that's
north and south.
Oh, no, 77's over there. This is another highway. Yeah, 77's right over there.
Up in the hills.
There's a wine festival that a friend of mine's band is playing at up here in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to be driving up here. It's really at Elkin, which is over here, but same part of the...
What kind of music?
They play classic rock, yacht rock. Let me see what fuel costs at Elkin. Oh, shoot. Not what I meant to do. I want to send an email. Oh my God, okay. 529, that was a month ago. Okay, it's not up to date. No tellings then. We could almost glide to Elkin.
Quite understand what Gary was telling me, but I was asking him where on the airport, you know, the hangar is.
Yeah.
And
there may only be one, but
I put now there's several of them and they're spread out.
okay.
I thought he said there was a restaurant on the field, but it's hard to believe.
I do not think there would be a restaurant at a private grass strip. Well, are you sure they're building it at the grass strip?
Yeah.
Because that's interesting that he would say that.
I might have misunderstood him.
I mean, Greenbriar, which is where I wanted to go for lunch,
right,
definitely has a restaurant. Oh, we'll find out.
Might have misunderstood him.
I don't know if I still have an aerial photo of the... Yeah, I do. Yeah, there's a hangar here.
So there's one here. I'm thinking it's this one here. And it's
the bigger one down at the north end. There's that just looks like a barn beside a house.
on the east side, south end. And I kind of got it confused with this one.
Yeah,
that was
probably.
not it. It's one of these.
All right. I mean, that one's not very big, but if they're just building a kit. Okay. Well,
We'll find it. They'll probably be standing out front of it.
I mean, we'll park somewhere where we're not in the way, and then he didn't say anything about the airport though. Any special instructions?
Watch for deer.
Well, that's hard to do, but it looks beautiful though. Right on top of a mountain. All right, there's Elkin, so we could, hypothetically, we could glide to Elkin. I don't think we could get the gear down, but see it right under the cloud. I haven't been there since they remodeled their FBO.
Where they have cheap gas a lot, right?
Yeah, that's why I checked. F4 flight's not updated because I was going to check, but they used to have this groovy 70s love sofa, big round sofa bed thing. .22 knot headwind, wow. We'll get home faster than we're getting up here at least.
Saying 529 for fuel at Elkin.
Does it say how long ago that was? Mine says it hasn't been updated in a month. I bet it's more than that now, unless...
Way it's supposed to work.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was going to get it where we're stopping for lunch, just to give them some business, even though it's expensive. We got plenty of fuel. We could probably get back without any, but I don't mind supporting businesses. Some pretty little mountains coming up. You got any big flights coming up this summer? No flying home for barbecues or any of that stuff?
I'll probably make it up there sometime.
I swapped messages with Dave, what's his name, Pkwy? With the other day. I appreciate him responding. I tagged him in, I posted my landing gear video, and I tagged him in one of his videos, and he looked at it and gave me some pointers, so I appreciate that.
What do you have to say?
Just check this, and I'm like,
Okay.
I was specifically hoping somebody had some insight on those hinges that we're planning on, but so far, nobody's had our exact problem, and that's fixed it. So, have you seen the new emergency mode in ForeFlight?
No.
This button here, if you have an engine out, you press that, and it brings up all the airports that you might be able to make it to. So that, and then you can activate it. So that's kind of cool. It's the first time I've flown since I saw that.
So what do you have to have on this?
So if you've got like glide rings, I don't know how to find it. If you've got like glide rings enabled, I think that's all you have to do.
I think glide rings is
Yeah, now I open this stupid thing. There, okay. Amazing how I can't find anything when I'm
looking for.
Where's the preferences menu? Oh, gear. Yeah, I think it's...
Glide advisor.
Yeah.
Glide just...
Yeah, I think it's glide advisor and maybe have the glide setting set for your airplane. Your glide ratio and all that stuff. And I think that's all you have to do and then it's automatic. And so, yeah, minimum runway length, 2,000 feet, airports. Oh, now we're 0, so. But if you do that, I watched a video on it. If you do it and there's no airports, it tries to find a flat area based on the information it has. Of course, it doesn't have good information, but it'll show you where the mountains are and maybe where there's a road. So that's kind of cool.
Aeronautical is what you put it.
Yeah, I don't need all that other crap. Airports, airways.
I just use a regular VFR chart.
Yeah. Oh, there's another runway over here we can make now. Mount Airy. Oh, that's our new restaurants over there. We got lots of options for a few seconds at a time. Mount Airy.
I thought it was pretty good food.
Yeah. It was fine. It's probably got better even in a short few weeks. The sun's always at the wrong spot. It was a nice facility, so.
Hold my hand here for you.
I don't need it now.
Throw my body up there.
There you go. Big butterflies.
Pretty day for visibility, huh?
That's nice. Even the mountains are clear. So how was your trip up north? Did your sister-in-law have like some emergency needs or just...
Called to tell Luann she hit something with her car and they wanted $100, which $100, what'd she do? Run over somebody's dandelion or something. But we kind of got out of her. She didn't have any details because she couldn't remember.
Okay.
But she thought it was at a gas station. What's she going to hit at a gas station and be $100?
I mean, yeah.
So we wanted to get up anyway, and I said, let's just get the hell up there. And,
all right. Yeah.
There wasn't a scratch on her car. She had no idea what we were talking about. But
but at the same time, in her condition, $100 could turn into $100 and another $100, and she'd never remember it. So.
77 down there.
Yep, that's 77. We got Hillsville coming up in front of us, and there's an airport. ALAX over to the left we'll be passing, but yep, that's 77.
Yeah, so we spent a little time with her and tried to Luann set up to get her lawn mowed and working with a social worker to try to get her to housing. But you can't just say you're going into housing because she says, no, I'm not.
Right.
I'm staying here.
Yeah.
So we're also trying to get an evaluation done. Some kind of probably the same one. We need the same doctor as Trump has, to give him that mental.
I mean, we had to go through the whole legal incompetency with my dad, and that is a difficult process. Well, it is here. So it's better if she cooperates, So
it's going to be a mess. Then we went out to Cape Cod to spend a couple days with my sister and brother-in-law, which made it kind of nice.
Yep. I've never been there, but that sounds like a nice place to be.
Yeah, it's they're all the way out the Cape. P-Town is here, and they're all the way out here.
Okay. I wonder where the New River Gorge is relative to us.
I'm not even familiar with that. I mean, I've heard about it 1,000 times, but...
It's gorgeous in a car. It's almost breathtaking how tall that bridge is over...
Oh.
Yeah, it's, we're not too far. Well, we're going to go over the river, but not... when 77's going to turn and go that way. The first time I drove over it, it took my breath away. It's one of those. My daughter went up there, like.
At 77 heading up.
Yeah, but it's going to head back
way.
over to the west here in another 10 miles. It's going to turn off. Yeah, I saw a video, the New River Gorge Bridge. When they built it, it was the tallest bridge. I'm pretty sure in the country, maybe the world. I don't know, but it's.
Oh.
You're just driving along. All of a sudden, the earth opens up, and you're over this giant ravine.
Fine sitting up here in this thing, but going over high bridges like that scares them. I just hold my breath.
I mean, I don't enjoy it, you know.
Wondering if this is going to be when it lets go.
Yep, could be the day. Could be your day.
Yeah, so, you know, not having the dog anymore traveling with us, not having to worry about coming back at a certain time, because the dog sitter, well, when we used to take her, we drive straight through.
Yeah.
And so we stopped in Hagerstown, spent the night. We didn't until noon time. Spent the night in Hagerstown, and 2 easy 6-hour trips.
How, the dog, you did take the dog this time though, how did he travel?
No, Lucky is gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't tell you that?
No, when you mentioned stopping, I thought it was you were stopping because of the dog. No, I'm sorry. I did not know that.
She went to doggy heaven December 1st. We called in a service to come to the house. And they sent a vet. And I'll tell you, that was a young girl, and she was just as nice could be. It was amazing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Because Lucky hated the vet, and I said, we're not taking her to the vet.
Well, yeah. A service as in they came out and put her to sleep, or just took care of the remains? Okay.
They put her down, and then took her off, we decided we wanted her ashes. Well, Luann wanted her ashes, so they cremate her and to bring the ashes back.
Okay. Wow.
She took a paw print, you know, and
nice. Okay. What's something like that cost?
It was about $800.
Oh, well, that seems reasonable, honestly. I had to have a cat put down once, and that was painful.
I took her one cat to the vet, and yeah, it was horrible. I was ready to kill that cat myself, but
it's a different, yeah.
But still.
All right, temperatures, pressure's good. Everything's good before we get too far into the mountains.
Yeah, that was tough.
Switch tanks. Bear with me. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I misunderstood. I had it backward. I thought you would stop with the dog to make it easier on the dog, but no, you stopped to make it easier on you. Now you're the old dog.
Right, exactly.
All right, fuel flow's good. All right, we're good. We're on the right tank. All right, if you care, we're coming over the town of Hillsville. That's a creative name, huh?
Seven's the route we used.
What's that?
7's how we get north and south to
oh yeah,
Connecticut. Now, if you put it up on your map, it tells you to go up 95 every time. But nope.
Traffic. Okay, so even going to Connecticut, you go this far west.
Yep. Go up 81.
Yep.
Then across Pennsylvania.
Sure. Oh, okay. So once you get to 81, you turn back east. We're going to be crossing over 81 up here around Dublin. Ever heard of it? Yeah, 81. Going towards Blacksburg.
You take 81 up past Harrisburg.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
81 will continue up to Wilkes-Barre, but you take, I think it's 78, takes you past Allentown.
Okay.
East.
But that avoids all the DC and the Richmond traffic, I guess?
Yeah. Philadelphia.
Right, yep.
If you look at it, most of the time it'll show you that it's maybe 30 minutes more.
Okay.
But if you start hitting traffic in DC and Richmond and all that, it's going to be a lot longer. Must be Whitville area through there, I'm guessing.
Could be. I certainly don't know my geography up here. It does say Whitville though, you're right.
If you take, or you get off on 81 right before you go to Whitville.
Right.
But it's only a couple miles into Whitville.
Gotcha. I've always gone 81 and gone the other way, and then gone up more to the, to go to Ohio and,
Going up 77 then.
Right, yeah. There is a racetrack though, up 81 that I used to go to, I haven't been into in years, that I believe is up the way we're going. And up where we're going is also getting near some of the West Virginia ski slopes, which I've looked at trying to fly into, but none of them are really close enough to the actual ski slopes to make it practical. Which is a general rule. The airports never seem to be where I actually want to go. All right, so it's saying 32 minutes. Yep, just before 10, if we can find it. Well, you gonna get another dog?
Gwen would have one right now, but no.
Okay, that's gonna be us. That's gonna be the battle we'll have probably. Of course, we should have many years before that happens, but
I would like to. I mean, just this trip. Just Lucky is still there. It's like, oh, we gotta. No, we don't.
Yeah,
we don't have to do anything. We don't have to get a dog sitter. We don't have to take her. And it's still in your brain because it was there for almost 15 years.
Sure.
And I would like to kind of be freewheeling a little bit. Just
well,
like,
that's...
you know, she's in Texas now for a week.
Okay.
So...
Well, you're like me. I mean, Alyssa works so much. It's not a lot of work, but I have to tend to him.
Right.
Every day, every couple hours. If I need to be gone somewhere for a few hours, she's like, well, what about the dog? And then I gotta feel guilty. Although he's fine. He could go 8 or 10 hours. He's fine. He's bored, but he's fine. But every time.
So, you know, and I mean, she goes to Texas a lot, you
Sure,
know,
yeah,
and then it's 100% on me, so.
Oh, I understand. I'm going to send her this recording so she can hear you complain. So.
Our next door neighbor, Howard, used to take care of Lucky. I mean, I could call Howard
right.
and say, hey, you know, I'm in so-and-so, I won't be home. Take Lucky out. Yeah, sure, but he passed away. I don't have...
Well, you need a neighbor that's going to outlast your dog. That's...
Yeah.
Well, David Graham, he'll come walk Nico, but he works. He has to go into work. I mean, he's got the perfect work-from-home job, but because of their policy, he has to go in the office 3 days a week now. So he'll do it, but it's either, you know, before sunrise or in the afternoon, and normally that's when I need somebody. So anyway, I don't really have anybody else. All right, so this is Dublin we're coming up over next, whatever that means. $159 knots, man. We're making haste.
Thought we were going to be hitting a headwind.
Well, we will going home. Well, we're 32 knot headwind right now. So our ground speed's only 126 knots.
Oh, okay.
But our true airspeed's 155.
That's the important one to me.
I like this one because it lets me know the airplane's working. Yeah, we should make pretty good time going home. So this is 81, I guess, coming up back to catch us.
Not Blacksburg, is it?
Blacksburg on 81 or 77?
1.
Oh, it's going to be over. It's going to be over that way quite a ways. Dublin and Blacksburg will be over there.
Looks like Pulaski. Right on 81 too.
And Roanoke's going to be way, way over there. So.
Confused.
So this is Dublin, and Blacksburg is going to be 15 miles that way.
River Valley Airport.
Actually, that might be Blacksburg right there. 15 miles isn't very far when you're at 7,000 feet. They have a big airport. Blacksburg, $5,500-foot airport.
River Valley is 6,100 feet. I think that's it.
Is that, what's it called?
New River Valley.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. I thought it was going to be further off to the side, so. With all that dirt cleared, it looks like they got some major work going on.
I don't know why this isn't, kind of cuts out when I first start talking into it.
I tried to adjust it a little bit, but if you want to play with it, help yourself. Got to get it just right. There's a Roanoke, Virginia, which is not too far away. There's a there used to be a TV show. It might still be called Black Dog, something or other. Have you ever heard of that? It's one of these shows where they go out into old houses, old buildings, and they not renovate, they take out antiques. And they have this giant antique store. And it's a great show. The people in it are they're likable people. They go out, they actually did an episode in the textile mill where our gym is. They went in and took out some equipment and stuff. And I've always wanted to come to Roanoke and visit their store. So one of these days, but yeah, Roanoke is also that way. That's probably the next real city if you can see it.
It's
yeah,
right up
straight
81.
off no, yeah. I don't know if it's on 81. Is it? Yeah, it is on 81, just south of 81. So yeah, that's a nice airport there, out in the middle of nowhere.
A big flat area. As long as you don't turn left or right.
Is there anything in Dublin? Are we in Virginia or West Virginia? Who knows?
Virginia.
I've never heard of Dublin, Virginia, so they got a nice, somebody got some good grant money for an airport.
It's kind of funny that Paulsburg, they were always saying there's no money to buy hangars, there's nobody, got 40 people on a T-hangar list.
Yeah, well, Concord the same way as far as that goes.
Well, out into the boondocks, and you see these brand new terminals, and well, look at the terminal up at
Surrey, Mount Airy.
Yeah, Mount Airy. Good God.
Well, I mean, I know Concord, all they care about is commercial. That is absolutely all they care about. And I imagine there is GA money out there. I actually wanted to go meet you hadn't met the new manager, have you?
No.
He had a GA position before. So at some point I wanted to go out and meet him and talk to him and just, because dirt, that was not dirt. Dirt didn't care. All he cared about was, pushing the city's commercial needs. But there has to be money out there.
And plenty of small airports. One day, EA chapter buddies, he and I went around and put posters up for our lunch, you know, on the first Saturday. And all these little airports out there, brand new buildings.
Yeah. Have you been down to Rockingham County?
Not recently.
It's not Rockingham County, Rockingham City. I don't remember what county that is. But they built this brand new hangar, and there's nothing. It's just empty. They have a fuel farm, this beautiful building. They don't even have vending machines. He said the place, there was a guy working there the last time I went, and he said they won't put in vending machines because the homeless people will come break into them. And I'm like,
geez.
why did you build this beautiful facility that's serving nobody? What county is that? RCZ, I know the identifier. RCZ. Richmond County. So yeah, Rockingham County is one of these up this way. You used to go for fuel, I think. I can't remember which one. Anyway, it's like, so there's money out there. I mean, there's got to be. It's just Concord isn't interested.
Yeah, Salisbury is the same way. They all they wanted was corporate. And
I mean, $300, $400 a pop for a hangar is good money, I think.
Salisbury got a consultant in there, and they almost doubled their hangar rents. I mean,
well, and that's the downside.
I'm just waiting for ours to pop up.
Well, they've announced increases, but ours hasn't. So I don't. But like you said, I'm not going to ask you a question. I mean,
forget about us.
That's like I was talking about inflation. It's going to hit.
That's why I never complain about anything with that hangar.
Well, yeah, I'm right there with you. The new guy I introduced you to, the younger guy, I think I introduced you to him at that last meeting we went to. He's somebody I feel like I can talk to honestly. But oh, here comes your rolling mountain waves. Whee! Might have to lose a little altitude. But yeah, he's somebody I felt comfortable I could, you know, say, hey, there's a drip, or the, you know.
I think if you get in touch with the people under, like, Dirk's position, you know, like the maintenance guy,
yeah.
nice guy.
Oh, he's great, yeah. And even the line people are good, most of them. They're not all good. But the people that rent the hangars and then, be careful what I say on the radio, but the security people, the badge people, they are not particularly helpful. Did you get your badge? Take the test? Okay.
That wasn't a bad process. I mean,
no, it wasn't bad, but
I had to go home and go through that little. Oh, you told me about the test. I went back and I took it the second time, got the exact same question wrong. It's like, oh my God.
I didn't. I got a different one wrong, and then I was like, okay.
I cannot be taught anything.
I took screenshots of every page just to remind me.
Yeah.
And I still, you know, like I said, I missed a different one.
I made notes, but none of them helped.
Well, there's a lot of these, all of the above, and, you know, I don't know that it was intentionally confusing, but there were some. Harrisburg coming up. Whoa, you can feel the rocking and rolling. Get back on track here in a minute. That's Harrisburg, right on the water down there. Probably some kind of refinery, coal or oil. I don't know if we're in coal country yet or oil country. Drill, baby, drill country. Funny, this one little ridge of mountains, and then it kind of flattens out again. Didn't want to file IFR today, but it almost...
So where do you do? File to Greenbriar and then...
That's what you have to do, I guess.
Pull out?
I mean,
it was file IFR as the last result.
I mean...
And you could fly IFR with both hands tied behind his back, but... At this, what we called the bank run, we ran cancel checks every night.
Yep.
Fly up to Wilkes-Barre, pick up checks, fly them down to Philly, drop them off, pick up more about an hour later, go up to Wilkes-Barre and back. We take off at 7 p.m. at night. So you get home about 2 a.m. Right. There was several ridges between Pottstown. I used to go to with my dad. People always volunteered. It's supposed to be a commercial pilot, but any private pilot, they would volunteer to get time.
Okay.
For free, you know. And so if the weather was bad, my dad would go and he'd take the Comanche.
Okay.
And asked me to go along just to keep him company. I didn't keep him awake because I was the one that was asleep at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
But one time there was just, it was just a ceiling. Get up to the first ridge. He didn't file. Up to the first ridge. Top is in the clouds.
Okay.
I hesitate telling this because you'd have to be there.
Right.
But he went up to the ridge, went up into the clouds, came down the other side, out of the clouds. It's like, who would do that? That was my old man.
I mean, I would have expected back then, a lot of people did it, but today, I don't know, I wouldn't do it. Well, I don't think I would do it. I mean, maybe if you've flown it so many times, you would have the timing and everything down to a... But you didn't have moving maps and
no.
GPS, you're just winging it. All right, 35 miles, 17 minutes. All right, so let me see. I need to be on a 15-degree heading. Get approximately to my straight in point. We know the wind's from the north, so I don't think there's any real reason to check the ATIS anywhere. I got off a little bit for those clouds.
So what is this?
So that's our moving map.
Oh, okay.
Basically the same as this. And then I have a backup. You can switch all this around, of course. This is traffic.
Oh, okay.
This is just a bigger version of this. But then one button you get if this one dies, one button you get a reversion. I'm going to maybe get over this next cloud. I'm going to drop down. We need to get down to about 4,500 feet. The airport's at 3,500 feet, so. Did you do any research for the runway or anything?
As far as?
Just, I mean, do you have any?
Said they mowed it about a week ago.
Okay. That doesn't tell me much.
But it's supposed to be smooth, looking out for deer.
No obstacles or anything weird? I mean, it looks like it's right up on top of a plateau.
I didn't mention anything about that.
Okay. Trying to get my heading bug where I want to go. And you get spoiled with GPS. I can't. Well, I'm just going to set up for a straight in and hope we see it. Get over this second little cloud and I'm going to go down to...
Funny they put the gear switch over in front of a passenger.
Yeah, I guess so you don't accidentally.
I would think the passenger could accidentally do something.
Is it? Well, don't touch anything. I don't know. That's where it is. I mean, I did grab the flaps instead of the gear the other day, so you certainly can grab the wrong one even when you know what you're doing. But yeah, I saw a video on an older Bonanza the other day, and it was like this Art Deco, like I had all these beautiful little molded in switches, but God, They look like they'd be a nightmare to service and maintain.
Whenever I fly with my buddy that I meet at Martinsville.
Yeah,
did you ever meet
I did.
Alan? Yeah.
There's a couple, right? Or is this
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the time we met you, because I thought you were flying with them, not meeting them. So,
So Alan will give me my biannual or whatever the hell it's called these days,
right.
every once in a while, and so you know if I put the flaps down or put the flaps back up, or I'll use the carburetor heat or something, or turn on the thing if I'm still on the runway. He goes, you know, if you're in a Bonanza,
Oh.
don't want to do that until you're off the runway.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a good
I
practice.
retract my flaps on the runway because of the aerodynamic braking, but yeah, I've had a Bonanza. I had the DPE that did my instrument was like, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay. I'm going to get under these clouds. I think we're close enough to get down. I've got a visual kind of map of where I'm trying to get to. There's a plane above us, though. Oh, he's still far away. So 122.9 is what I wrote down as the CTAF they use. So that's what I'm going to go with. They didn't tell you anything different?
Didn't even give me a frequency.
Well, there wasn't an official, but that was somebody in the comments in ForeFlight had said use 122.9, and actually his name might have been Gary, now that I think about it. It's possible. Gary's International Airport. Woo! That's one thing I don't like about IFR when you're going in and out of the clouds, and there's that bump. I don't really like it anyway. I really don't like it when I'm bouncing around. Alright, still 157 knots, that's good. We're 24 miles away.
I always look at these areas where people are scattered all over and wonder what they do for a living.
I mean,
where do they go for it?
well, I'm sure when your dad first was in Pottstown with that airport, was it out in the middle of nowhere, or was it already a kind of a city?
Little Pottstown was,
okay,
you know, right there.
So it was never really out in the boonies. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I assume people farm and have just local business jobs, support the local economy.
Pottstown had a lot of industry back in the day. A lot of plants and stuff.
Yeah, I see the steel popping up in things occasionally. Isn't there a big steel mill, or used to be?
There used to be a Bethlehem steel fabricating plant, but that closed, geez,
Right.
back in the 80s, I guess.
I'm pretty sure I was watching a video on the Golden Gate Bridge, and they were talking about the steel from Pottstown.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, I certainly, when I hear the word Pottstown, I think of you. I don't have any other reason to think of Pottstown.
There was a lot of places there. Most of them are gone now, unfortunately. And Luann's little itty bitty town up in Connecticut was the same way. All these plants, you know, mills and all kinds of things. And if you were going to college and you wanted to get a job for the summer, you go down to them and they'd say, do you want to start today or tomorrow? That's how many jobs there were. Luann's dad worked for a glass company out near Pittsburgh, and they built a plant in Connecticut in about the mid-50s, I guess, and moved him. He was like a supervisor and a bunch of other families. It was almost like a mill town. They all lived in Cape Cod houses right down this street, and her mother still lived there. That was the mid-50s, and so Luann, when she was old enough, her dad had her working in the glass factory. Wow. You know, she had to join the union, and she made good money to go to school. She was a worker. She worked at a chicken farm when about the time she was like 13 years old, picking eggs and picking dead chickens out.
Yeah. That kind of went away by my generation. You know, everything was kind of commercialized. All right, 16 miles.
A little lumpy.
It is, and I don't like it. What's the name of the airport?
Have a name? Looks like
Debonair? Rainelle.
Oh. Right, 4 pretty much.
I'm off to the start a little bit on intentionally, but
God, what a difference a couple hundred feet make above the clouds, and it all goes away. Where's the best place to puke?
I got bags in the back. Oh, if you get airsick, we are definitely in trouble.
Never threw up in an airplane, but I was sitting in the back of an FBI Cessna 206 for a couple hours.
Right.
And
got close.
I turned green. And when I tapped the pilot on it. We were supposed to fly the airplane like 3 hours.
Okay.
And they always had to have 2 people up front. So I'm sitting in the back, and they're practicing approaches and stuff just to take up time, because we wanted to get this time on the airplane. I finally went, gotta go back. I said when I got out of the airplane, I was green. Went into the bathroom, never puked or anything, but I'll tell you, it lasted for hours and hours.
Wow.
Just a horrible feeling.
I'm going to make a radio call just in case. Runway traffic, Bonanza 850 Mike is 10 to the south and bound for 35 Runway. Don't know where the hell we are, but keep looking for a runway. It's going to be off to the left a little bit, but we're not there yet, but we're. Got it on my screen, of course.
Oh, this highway's about 4 miles, and then there's 6 miles.
The highway's about where I'm just past the highway's kind of my 3 mile straight in I'm looking for. But we'll get there and get the gear down and start looking for a runway. Should be right up on top of a ridge somewhere.
See a green spot there. I don't know if that.
I think it's going to be off to our left a little bit more, but maybe. I need to get a little lower, though, not too high.
Oh, in the good old days, I would get as low, to land.
Is that what you're talking about? I see a little spot. I can't tell how far away that is.
But there's nothing wrong with staying high so you can see it, making a turn around.
If we don't see it, I'm not going to go straight in, of course. But I was just trying to make it easy, but definitely not going to rush it.
I don't think that's the green spot, is it?
It might be the one up on the very top, not down in the valley.
Where's that big white building?
I don't think we're that close, are we? Do you think we're that close? I don't think we're that close.
We're still 7 miles, so.
I don't think we're that close. Alright, now I get my gear speed down.
We could land there and ask them where the airport is.
That could be, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get the gear down. Alright, gear's transiting. Better be prepared. Still about 4 miles away. Alright, gear's down. It's confirmed out.
No, what do you think?
I think that's it, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
Looking good.
I think that's it. We should be about perfect altitude for a straight in. Oh, Rainelle traffic, Bonanza 39 miles, 5 miles to the south, inbound for 35, Rainelle. Well, that's where I'm headed, unless you...
Oh, that looks good to me.
Alright, our speed's pretty good.
Rainelle.
Say again for Rainelle.
You should be good for landing on 35, Rainelle.
Thank you. We're about 4 miles.
See you in a minute.
That's probably your buddy, or your new buddy.
My new buddy.
Alright. Go ahead and get the flaps down pretty soon. Whoa, this might be a bumpy landing. Alright. Why are we not slowing down? There we go. Alright, flaps coming down, add power. Alright, flaps are down. Yep, they're down. I hope my camera's working.
Almost looks like it's uphill.
Alright, full rich, full RPM, gears down, confirm down. We're 2 miles. 2.5. Whoa, that's what I was afraid of. Gee whiz. Alright, sinking a little, add a little power. I gotta get up here and yell your controls. Thinking again. Holy cow. Oh. Perfect. Holy shit. Was that our stall horn?
39 Mike, if you want to, when you roll out, you want to taxi back down to the south end of the runway, you can park over in front of that big white hangar.
All right, we'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, I'll drop over here and pick you up.
Should I just spin it around here, or what should I? I didn't hear you.
I said if you could make it. I don't know how.
It's a little wider down here. Yeah, I'll just to be safe. Wow, is that as scary on your side as it was mine?
I had my eyes closed the whole time.
That got exciting. Pretty little cabin. Wow.
What's nice about, well, it is a definite uphill. What's nice about grass is it slows you down once you get on the ground. So
yeah, well, I wasn't too worried about slowing down. I was worried about smacking the... I guess I'll just do a quick mag check. All right, it seems all right. You just want to go for it?
oh,
Okay, you ready? All right, we're on the go. All right, full power, lean the mixture a little. Lean the mixture a lot up here. All right, 40. 50, whoa, it's... I don't know if that's the wind or the ground. All right, there's 70, let's get out of here. Wee-haw. All right, positive rate, gears coming up. Holy cow.
I open my eyes now.
Oh, geez, maybe.
Wow, this is something, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, but shit.
Nice big tower there.
I see that, we're above it now. All right, I'm gonna circle around and fly over the field and then we'll head towards wherever. Greenbriar's, ATIS is 121.4, I think. Let's try to keep the wings. Help me get the weather, if you keep me.
Lewisburg Tower, Mission Charlie, top 1445 Zulu, wind 350 at 10, gust 17, visibility 10 miles, sky clear, temperature 7, dew point -6, altimeter 3011. Visual approach in use lane departing runway 4. Everest mode will be active at 1530 Zulu until 1730 Zulu. Use caution for birds and wildlife activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise when initial contact given. Information Charlie.
Charlie, what did he say about something being active? Did you hear it?
Oh, sorry. I'm not flying, I don't listen to it, sorry.
All right, I'll power back. We don't need to... I don't even know the airport altitude. 2300. Let me listen to it again.
Wildlife activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise when initial contact given. Information Charlie. Lewisburg Tower, Mission Charlie, time 1445 Zulu, wind 350 at 10, gust 17, visibility 10 miles, sky clear, temperature 7, dew point -6, altimeter 3011. Visual approach in use lane departing runway 4. Everest mode will be active at 1530 Zulu until 1730 Zulu. Use caution for birds and wildlife activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise when initial contact given.
Still didn't get what that it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna fly over the field and then we'll call it.
Lewisburg Tower, Mission Charlie, time 1445 Zulu, wind 350 at 10, gust 17, visibility 10 miles, sky clear, temperature 7, dew point -6, altimeter 3011. Visual approach in use lane departing runway 4. Everest mode will be active at 1530 Zulu until 1730 Zulu. Use caution for birds and wildlife activity in the vicinity of the airport.
Plane in front of us, well, there was, it just disappeared.
Lewisburg Tower, Mission Charlie, time 1445 Zulu, wind 35. Down and report 2 miles. The wind's kind of shifting all over the place, and I want to give you a better read when you get here.
Sounds good. We'll report 2 miles for 10 Quebec.
10 Quebec, that's the plane in front of us. Lewisburg, right? Lewisburg traffic? I'm gonna slow down because there's a plane in front of us. The Lewisburg traffic, Bonanza 8539 Mike, it's 15 to the west with Charlie inbound for full stop.
Bonanza calling tower, say again.
8539 Mike inbound for full stop with Charlie.
Bonanza 8539 Mike, Lewisburg Tower. Continue inbound, report 5 miles. There is a Cessna between you and I, 12 miles west. Let me try to get a altitude on that.
And Lewisburg Tower, Cessna 4310 Quebec. We're at 5500, descending down to traffic pattern altitude. We have them on ADS-B. They're probably a little faster than us. If we need to, we can do a kind of a right 360 and let them come in front of us.
November 4310 Quebec, roger that. If you could do that and come in behind them, that'd be great.
Roger, we'll make a right 360 and follow in behind the Bonanza for 10 Quebec.
And November 4310 Quebec, when you get a visual, can you let me know?
We'll go, 10 Quebec.
Right. All right, 39 Mike, we'll keep our speed up, and we've got you on ADS-B also. See him?
He's almost 4 miles out. I'm down up here to see him.
And current winds are 290 at 6, gust 16, Bonanza 8539 Mike.
All right, thanks for the wind, 39 Mike.
Roger that, 8539 Mike. Would you prefer to have runway 22?
Oh my goodness. I don't really have a preference at the moment, so we can continue with 4 if that's all right.
Bonanza 8539 Mike, roger that. Continue for runway 4, report 5 miles.
You say 5 miles?
And Lewisburg Tower, Cessna 4310 Quebec. We got that Bonanza inside. It looks like they're passing off a right wing now, and we'll follow in behind them. 10 Quebec.
And 430, correction, November 4310 Quebec, roger that. Maintain visual separation of Bonanza.
We'll maintain the visual, 10 Quebec.
And Bonanza 8539 Mike, the Cessna has you in sight.
All right, thank you very much. Very much. Did you ever see him?
No. I need Luann. She always picks out the airplanes for me.
Yeah, it's fine. We're past them now. Gonna be windy landing here. I don't know what the wind is now. I couldn't hardly catch up with what he said. Oh, there's our hill wind again, or our mountain waves.
What do you usually keep for your RPM?
Me? Well, I should have pulled it back, but I was kind of busy. Usually cruise and descent 2450, but as long as I've got the power pulled back, it doesn't really matter.
Where's this runway? On this side of that one right there?
Yeah, I think so. You see another one?
No.
Gotta say, if you do, you better speak up.
This long, so we ought to
We're
see
5 miles, so, well, that's the extended center line. So.
I know. And everything green up here, huh?
Yep. And tower 39 Mike's on about a 5 mile extended left base for 04.
November 8539 Mike, runway 4, clear to land, wind 3605.
All right, thanks for the wind, clear to land runway 4. All right, 3605. That's not too bad. Let's get on the ground before it gets worse. All right, slow down, get the gear down. If you've got any advice, you tell me when you hear this nonsense.
Never flown a Bonanza myself. So.
Well, I just meant if you see anything about the runway or airport I need to know about.
Okay, there's the runway.
I know, gear speed's good. Watch your knee, gear's coming down. I didn't have time to do any preparation.
I know.
The things we do for food, gears down, confirm down. This is a interesting little valley here, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, slow down a little so I can get my flaps down. My flap speed's 106, so I'm gonna pull the nose up. There it is, flaps coming down, trim. just takes a lot of trim once you get the flaps and the gear down. And then you got to add power.
November 4310, go back. That traffic's on the left base now.
Roger, we're about a 6 mile extended left base for runway 4, number 210, Quebec.
November 4310, Quebec, roger that. Runway 4 cleared to land number 2 behind the Bonanza.
Clear to land runway 4, number 2 for 710, Quebec.
More trim. I talk a lot because I'm recording this, not because I talk to myself. Wind's going to be from the left. Cross your fingers, toes, Hail Marys. What's that square on the runway for?
Question. Never saw one of those.
Well, then we are in trouble if you've never seen one. All right, full rich, full prop. We know the gear's down. Wind's a little bit from the left. I see the windsock now. Glad you picked a nice, smooth, calm, windless day to come up here.
Look how good you're doing.
Sound like Mr. Rogers.
Bonanza, A539 Mike, stable, left Alpha 3, left Alpha to the ramp, be Alpha, monitor ground 129.
All right, Alpha 3, that's Alpha to the ramp, 0 Mike. I don't know what he said for ground, 121.9. Wasn't ready for that. Got it.
Switch it? Not yet.
Not yet. Don't we have to cross the, whatever that's called? All right, flaps are coming up. All right, ground 39 mics on the ramp. We're looking for the restaurant, I guess the FBO.
November 8th, A539 Mike. Yeah, they got you parked over here closest to the FBO, and you'll have to go through the FBO to get to the restaurant.
All right, appreciate your help. I have a quick question. What's the white rectangle on the runway?
Yes, sir. Those are for our military operations. They're for the landing area.
Very good. I appreciate that. No stupid questions, right? Lewisburg ground, Bonanza 8539 Mike is in front of the FBO with Foxtrot, ready to taxi, but we were curious where we could do a run-up.
November November 8539 Mike, Lewisburg ground, runway 22 taxi via Alpha. You can do one down there, yeah.
All right, 22 via Alpha for 39 Mike.
And 39 Mike, which direction you'll be fine?
Oh, sorry about that, we're going due south. Recognize him?
I don't see Melania.
He's got military escort.
Interesting.
Sorry they can't travel in style like us.
Really strange.
November 8539 Mike, aircraft approximately 25 minutes ago was a Saratoga. Saratoga, no, correction, it's an Archer, and it reported moderate turbulence starting 20 miles southwest of Lewisburg, below 8,000.
All right, appreciate that update. We'll watch out, thanks. That's interesting. Must have been pretty bad.
Tighten your belt.
Burrito did that. All right, so where are we going? Stay on a taxiway, first of all.
The line they painted on it to follow.
You gotta look at it. Ah, son of a...
I'll steer.
KJQF. I got it.
Yours.
pretty up here. It's a pretty valley.
Got the upgraded engine also.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
My friends in Pennsylvania used to work for Lycoming. Said a Lycoming guy told him it wasn't worth the money.
Yeah, I think we had that conversation. I don't think you need it. How old is the owner of the plane? Is he your age or younger, older?
Probably a little younger than me, I would say. Not much.
I mean, maybe he really wants it to be the best of the best of the best, or maybe he just has the money to spend and he wants to get, you know, top dollar when he sells it. I don't know.
I think he has money.
I mean, in my opinion, you're building a plane for you, and you're buying what you want. So,
but I also took into consideration that if I resell it, I want to have enough stuff in it that somebody's going to buy it.
Sure.
I think people that are buying the 14 are looking for everything.
Yeah,
not a VFR panel or anything.
Prices are kind of getting out of control at the same time, so it's, I don't know, it's hard to know if you'll get your... I know people who, when they buy a car, they want to buy every option because it's going to be easier to sell, and I'm like, I don't know if that's always true.
I mean, everything in there is what I want in it.
Sure. Oh, we're locked up.
A bit of a dip, isn't it?
Well, just a little bit.
Gravy.
It's almost as smooth as the grass runway.
I would be willing to bet he's probably getting a composite prop 3 or 4 blade also, because my prop cost me 12 grand. Other props are 20 grand for that.
Oh, okay.
It's like, if somebody wants it, they can put another prop on it. Brian's making noise like he wants to buy half something, and I'm not interested in selling half of it.
Yeah, I was going to talk to him about that with us, but we just never got a chance. He wanted to, I think, rent our plane, and I just, financially, it doesn't really make sense. But if he's interested in buying another plane, where's this other taxiway go? I'll go ahead and do my run up here. Get enough room if somebody's behind us, but
I don't think
if you get your squelch working, I can't hear half what you're saying. The outer ring, that should be your squelch. I don't know which way to turn it.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why it's cutting in and out. I'll play with it.
Flaps are up and stowed. All right, run up. All right, governor's working. Suction is coming up. All right, suction's good. Mac check. Nobody behind us. I think we're all good. Idle check. All right, I think we're good. Let me pull up over the tower. And Lewisburg Tower 39 Mike is ready to take off at 22.
Runway 539 Mike, Lewisburg Tower, runway 22. Departure to south, clear for takeoff.
All right, clear for takeoff 22, departure to the south, 39 Mike. All right, full rich, full prop. Wind's gonna be from the right. There's our white rectangular. All right, full power, airspeed's alive. Little right aileron, right rudder. 50. 60. There's a bird, 75, wow.
Birds all over the place.
Yep. Positive rate. Wave to your ridge, people. Gears coming up. All right, gears up.
Yeah, I wonder what that guy in the uniform was all about.
I don't know. They must be somebody more important than us.
I bet you they're going to the resort.
I mean, I don't know if that was actually military, but it had a military.
Yeah, look, well, it didn't look, it looked foreign too.
Yeah. All right, let's get on course. It's nice to have all these farm fields around here. If something were to go wrong. Speaking of, we got green gauges. Turn my noise canceling on. I didn't check the wind going home. That's about the same everywhere. Go to 75 again. Pull the mixture back.
Behind the desk said the resort is about 20-minute drive.
Okay.
Going east, so
I saw it on the map.
Wonder if it's up in the mountains or whatever.
I'm not even gonna look for it. Could have mentioned it. We could have flown right over it.
So they, one of the things they did with the kids, that Candace did with the kids, was they went to a wreath class to build a Christmas wreath.
Okay.
So they bring these 3 huge wreaths home with them and said, ship these to Texas, please.
Sure.
The other thing that drives me crazy is they always use Luann's car, and I don't question it because I don't know if she's the one that says, hey, take my car, or if they go, can we use your car?
Yeah.
But Jesus, you know, you got to go over to the airport, pick them up, and then you got to drop them off, and it's like, if they're coming up here, rent a freaking car. You make $1 million.
Yeah, that seems. Well, they could just fly up here. Yeah, I mean, I would think with these little mountains around, it would be in the. They're not big mountains, but I think it would be. It would only make sense. All right, temps, pressure is good, fuel flow is good.
November 8539 Mike, pre-change proof, flight following contact center 134.4, you have a good one.
All right, thanks for your help, 39 Mike. We don't need no stinking flight following. He hasn't spoken to anybody since we left. Should have asked him who was in that jet.
Yeah. That's very strange. I've never seen a plane without an N number. I've seen them with, you know,
tiny
sticky numbers on that's going to change registration or something, but nothing.
Yeah, we didn't have a radio on soon enough to listen in. I'm sure they just had a call sign. And there are blue mountains every direction. All right, pull my prop back. So have they come up to this resort multiple times, or was this that was a one?
One time that I know of.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't know if that was one story or multiple stories, but I got you.
Now, then at Christmas, they went on a Disney cruise.
Okay.
And they've done that for a couple years now. They wanted us to go, but I know what that is. Luann, if you want to go babysit their kids, go. I don't need to.
I like cruises. I mean, Disney's got great kids activities. So the good thing on a Disney cruise is you don't need to babysit. My kids spent 95% of the time we were on there in the kids clubs.
And I'm sure it's the same for them.
We'd make them come out to go to dinner with us sometimes, but they were just as happy doing that. All right, we're almost to the top. See what kind of ground speed we can get going back. Hopefully the wind has shifted and it'll be helpful. It may not have though. All right, autopilot is on. Oh, no it's not. Now it is. So much for my heading bug. I don't usually forget that anymore, but we're all human. All right, now we're heading bug and GPS steering, so we're good. Check my trim. Trim's pretty good.
To put a little heat on.
I was gonna say if you're I was getting ready to ask if the air's a little cool, you can play with it however you want. It's cool, but I'm not uncomfortable, so either way's fine. We have a firewall shutoff that supposedly cuts off the cold air, but I can't really tell it does anything, so.
We could have been cruising along for the next 7 hours in the Cherokee to get home. I don't understand.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think we have a head or tail wind now. We're just neutral. It shifted. Yeah, we're our ground and our what am I trying to say? Our GPS speed and our airspeeds are about the same. We got a little bit of a tailwind, but not much. We're not getting back what we lost coming up. We're going to have some bumps when we go over these ridges here. Almost looks like some kind of crater impact. You know, it's like there's ripples of...
Yeah, well, I mean, I just noticed that. It looks like somebody took their fingers and went like this.
Yeah.
I always look at that and wonder, makes me wonder how this formed, you know, over the
tectonic plates, but it's still amazing.
But I mean, all those ripples, it's just weird.
Yeah.
These were the highest at one time. These are all worn down now, but these were the highest ridges in the country.
Gonna lose my lunch going over them. Yeah, I was watching something on the flyby they did on the moon a couple weeks ago, whatever, I've already forgotten the name of the mission. Artemis 2 mission?
Yeah.
And they were talking about how the back side of the moon, anyway, one side of the moon was more protected than the other side of the moon from impact craters over the years. So one side had a lot more like volcanic activity whenever, you know, billions of years ago than the other. And you can see the way but even looking at that, like no atmosphere, just raw dirt, and you know, that they can, I mean, assuming they know what the hell they're talking about, they can explain all that stuff, but
funny, you know, Elon Musk wants to go to Mars real bad, and I've watched different things on YouTube by different scientists that says it is a one-way mission. You're not coming back.
yeah.
And you know, if we would spend that money to get there on the Earth, we
yeah.
could fix everything.
I mean, I'm pro-science, but there is a limit. You know, there is a limit to what.
Because everything I've seen now by scientists say that going to another star is impossible. We don't have the tech, you know, nothing can go that fast. It would get you there under 1,000 years or something.
I mean,
or hundreds of years, but I'm exaggerating.
I mean, but that doesn't mean we should never do it.
No.
And I think we should do baby steps along the way. But did you watch Project Hail Mary, the movie out?
Yeah.
Well, did you read the book?
Luann read the book and saw the movie twice.
The book is probably one of the best books I've ever read.
Oh, really?
So, you know, in that situation, we discovered a technology that allowed us to travel at near light speed. And so it's a nice package. But yeah, with the technology we have, you're right, just getting to Mars is just the time alone, let alone the resources and the energy.
Or they're just saying the physics doesn't do this like on Star Trek or Star Wars,
Sure.
you know, there's...
I mean, but given a choice, would I rather our society spend money on health and education? Yes, but they're not spending it on that either. So, I mean, if it's bombs or NASA, hell yeah, give some to NASA, you know. We got a row of airplanes in front of us, all flying at the same altitude.
Oh, really? And what feeds that?
It comes from the transponder, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
It gets its traffic information through the... But I'm not seeing them on my iPad. I don't know exactly how far out they are. I don't have my distance where it's obvious, but they're not on my 5-mile ring. But it's weird, they're like following each other. It's probably Brian and a bunch of steermans.
Yeah.
Actually, they're probably going into whatever, Virginia Montgomery Executive Airport. Maybe, I don't know. I'm totally guessing. They're 4,000 feet below us, so, you know. They were briefly all pointed in the same direction. Ooh, we're rolling again. I flew with you somewhere, I don't know, one of the last times, and you were talking about how your plane pitches to the... See, I only get that when I'm actually in something like this. Yours was just sort of...
Mine's in it longer than yours, too.
I guess. But like we were getting it like on flat ground, and you were saying that's what it was, and it just seemed bizarre we were getting that kind of pitch changes. Yeah, I bet that's traffic going down to that airport, Montgomery. Am I not connected though? Because I'm not getting it on my tab. ADSB's like, you know, sometimes it works.
What feeds your tablet?
The same thing, the flight stream.
Okay.
It should be the same, but sometimes things, maybe they're low enough since they're 4,500 feet below us, maybe for flight. Maybe I've got my for flight altitudes. I don't mess with that stuff very often. We have an airport within glide range though, so that's good. I think we could make it. I definitely think I can make that one.
Well, that's some kind of complex there.
That is.
Is that?
Right on the water.
It's not campsite.
They've got a
got all this.
military AAP. Does that stand Radford AAP? It says helicopter. So some kind of base.
Not restricted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird. All those things spread out, that could be, you know, they could store ammo or whatever, you know, underground.
Yeah, it shows a
almost like all bunkers.
shows a military and then a picture of a helicopter. Is all I see. It's laid out like a big campground now.
Yeah, so I thought it could possibly be that, but those are all little buildings there.
You see a helipad or anything?
Nope.
On both sides of the river too, inside and outside. They're all over in Iran, so.
Well, it looks like, no, there's some kind of aircraft parked along there. You see it?
Oh.
See that center line going down this way? Those look like fixed-wing airplanes, though. But there's no runway.
I mean, I don't even see a grass.
Low, 1 mile.
See,
Hold on, I got traffic alert. Climbing like a bat out of hell, too.
not a missile, is it?
Could be, he's coming from the wrong. Right, the air traffic control sent him right for us. He's 1,500 feet below us, but climbing like a EJA, I don't know. Exec jet, net jet.
No, that's net jets.
Getting ready to blast right by us. Anyway, now, I never saw aircraft, but I don't know, you'll have to look that up and see what it was. Radford.
Knox approach 764 Bravo Kilo at 7,600 feet with information Tango.
That jet go.
Should be out there somewhere. Yeah, he's still
Expect runway 5 left.
He's just behind the lane.
Bravo Kilo, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
See him over the water.
10 degrees to the right, affirmative, 764 Bravo Kilo.
21. Charlotte approach is 122.8, is that right? No, sorry, 128.32. We kind of keep our radios preset, just in case. Oh, 133.67. I'm out of practice.
Station 3 for the Arnav 02. Mantiene 617.
Yeah, I have no idea where we are. Radford, though. Minutes. We stop at Surrey County for afternoon tea. Oh, water bottle, speaking of.
I figure we get back to the airport, we'll get all that thing installed today. All the wiring and components.
I think I had enough for today. You have good luck with that. I'd like to get a picture of that wiring diagram though, if it's not buried.
That diagram hanging on the side of the airplane.
Okay.
Actually.
I know you said it was too big to mount, but I couldn't remember what you actually... Holy moly. Rocking and rolling.
Remember flying with my friend Gordon, who you've heard his quotes off and on.
Yep. Just once or twice.
Here in the 310, taking drive shafts out to Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay.
And hit a bump that the freight came up off the ground and went, whoa!
Wow.
And we both went and looked out at the wingtip. He looked at it, and then we both went like this. But we both at the same time looked out at the wing. You know, they had the big tanks out there.
Everything was still attached.
Like, is it still on?
The Book of Gordon. I do use the Friends quote all the time. We tried, my friend Rick came up the other day. I think I told you he had a blood clot and was in the hospital for a weekend. Like his legs swole up and...
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, well, he came up for lunch one day this week and we met out at the airport and went and had lunch. I was hoping you would stop by that day, but it wasn't really worth trying to coordinate. It just kind of, but I was going to get you to cuss him out for me and use Gordon's quote. What good are friends if you can't, you know? He didn't want to bother anybody. I'm like, dude, you're in the hospital, you bother somebody. I mean, even if you don't need anything, we want to know you're in the hospital. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, what good are friends if you can't use them? That's...
So remind me again, not Gary, the other guy, the guy that owns the plane.
Bob.
Where does he live?
Charlotte.
God.
It looks like he just has...
So where, he has a plane in Charlotte?
He said at International. Charlotte Douglas.
Where?
Gary told me he had his own hangar there for like 40 years.
Okay.
And
the
airport
landing north, 1546.
Right.
Raised it.
But they gave him a place instead?
I don't know what they did. He didn't say what they did.
But he still keeps it there.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he says he lives in the city of Charlotte, but not right downtown. And
okay.
I've never asked him exactly where.
All right, well. I wouldn't fly all the way to West, by God, Virginia to build an airplane. I know that.
Well, there's...
All right, direct Kirby out of 230, then descend via the that is 646.
There's really not that many airports will let you put up a personal hangar.
No, but, I mean, if you got, I don't know. I mean, I guess having somebody on retainer to help you build your airplane makes things go a lot easier.
Well, that quick build kit.
Well, that too, but
the
still.
Shitload of work that was done on that. Imagine not having to build the tanks.
Sure. I mean, and that's what I would have done with the RV-10. I just, like, I don't know if I'm going to live long enough to see your plane built, let alone.
1546, AKM 330.
2 weeks.
2 more lifetimes.
It's just United 1546, AKM 330.
Iran will have nuclear weapons before you finish that airplane.
It'll be a little bit faster than that.
Well, you get over this last ridge and it just flattens out, doesn't it? Or is that an optical illusion?
Kind of looks that way. This is the ridge with 77 on it, I don't know.
Our airspeed's not great. We got no wind. We're just having to do all the work ourselves.
So that's 155 knots. That's what you normally do. No
157 is our kind of average. It varies though. I don't know why, but it varies from low 50s to low 160s. Play with my mixture a little bit. Oh, 80 miles. Yeah, going home is where I cut the Bravo close sometimes. That 6,000 shelf will sneak up on you. Flying along and all of a sudden I see the blue line. I should change tanks. Yep. Alright, watch my fuel flow, left tank. We had a couple fuel flow anomalies over the years, so I like to watch it when I change tanks. Alright, we're good. A nice little lake with a golf course on it down there under us. Out in the middle of nowhere. Pretty though. Not much else out here. Alright, so we are west of Winston-Salem. So no airspace to worry about. Got Mount Airy coming up in 5 minutes though. Oh, right there it is, I guess. Airport just about jumped right out at me. Yeah, I appreciate if you talk to your Dave Pasquale, not Dave, yeah, Dave Pasquale. I'd love to coordinate and have somebody like him do our annual one year, just to have a fresh, I know you said he's busy and that's not.
Good afternoon, E9 1355 out of 32 to cross Gembry flight.
Well, then that's the thing, plan ahead. I mean, do you think he's the kind of guy that you call him 3 or 4 months ahead of time and said, hey, We need 3 days.
Now, I don't know his business that well.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
Cross Gimvia, flight level 230, and then descend that via the Gibbs Piper
he works on a lot of Blancas,
right.
which is
I
a very specialized thing.
Well, he put those Bonanza videos out a couple years ago because I think he had just gone and done the Bonanza.
Yeah, he was telling me that he has a friend that has one.
Okay.
And I forget the exact story, but
I don't think he would go through all that training if he wasn't interested. So that makes me think
he would take any airplane.
When you go up there sometime, ask him, hey, a friend would love to have you do their annual. Are you interested? He'd come up, spend a few days, and I like to assist, not to save money, but to learn. You know, I like to learn about my airplane. And so if I'm in the way, I get out of the way. If I can be helpful, be helpful. But if that's not the way he operates, I get it. But like I said, when Lou is focused, he's great. Sometimes he's just not. He's not. So, all right, we are just at our glide ring to make Mount Airy. That tells you how bad this plane.
Hey, this is a smooth running engine.
Yeah, your tachometer sucks, by the way.
Well, just get it the hell out of there then.
Well, we use this one. As far as we're concerned, we use the JPI tachometer.
Oh, so that, I'm looking at
oh, yeah, sorry. No, we're at 2440. Yeah, if you watch that, every now and then it'll go up here, so that would probably... Well, I did put NOP on it. So, that's a good question, because I don't understand. You know, ours went bad, it went wacko. So I put yours in, yours worked for a couple flights. Is there anything in the cable that could make it spin faster?
Yeah, because what it does is if it's it's a multi-strand type thing, and if you get some strands that it winds up, it twists, and then it'll...
So do you replace the cable? Do you grease something?
You should be able to pull that cable out.
So this end of the cable, when we changed it, everything you could see looked fine.
Yeah.
But on the engine side, I've never touched it, so I guess that's the...
You should be able to pull that inner thing out. I mean, it's exactly like a tachometer cable in an old car.
But, you know, I started learning about cars in the 80s and mechanical...
I used to replace those cables. I'd go down to the auto parts place.
Okay.
They had the little thing that would crimp a square into
But if it's always reading high, I mean...
Yeah, I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? It's not hanging, it's just... That I can't wrap my brain around. Anyway, but we use this. That's why we put the NOP on it. You know, if we ever get a ramp check or something, they might give us a hard time. But I haven't done whatever paperwork you're supposed to do to make this legally the tachometer, but that's what we use.
Well, I mean, it's a unit that's
right.
It's a approved unit, right?
Yes. But you don't have to document what the primary, what the backup. That's not a thing.
What? No.
Okay, that's fine.
Not that I know of.
Well, when I was at, I don't know if it was when I was up at Twin Lakes, but something like that came up, and some people are just like, oh, you can't just do that. You have to. And I'm like, okay, well, never mind. Forget you heard anything.
No idea what you were just telling me.
But like, so we have these two Aspens, and then we still have an airspeed indicator, and an altitude indicator, and an attitude indicator. Legally, we don't need a backup, but I don't think we can just take that out and not log this.
Well, you would put in removed unit, part number, serial number, so and so, and then probably weight balance negligible.
Okay. But there's not something where you have to declare this is the primary attitude.
No.
Okay. Well, some people seem to think it is or don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. Well, we never took it out just because that's not even. Where's the attitude? Up here. All this stuff. You see, this is the only vacuum thing we've got left. So it'd be nice to get rid of that so we get rid of the suction pump.
It's driving me crazy.
Oh, we'll clear it out. It should go away now that you've done that. Glad it's on your side, not mine.
Oh, it's nice and smooth.
It is now. We're out. Let me check my trim. Nice, perfect.
What do you do to check your trim?
I just turn the autopilot off, and if it's trimmed.
Okay.
We got a light here, up and down, that'll blink if you need to add trim, but it did once after we were in cruise. But see, that's why I killed the Tennessee Fly Girl. She didn't know how to trim her airplane.
Yeah. Well, my Cherokee has the trim servo.
Yeah, of course.
But that one has a trim servo, but it's not hooked to the autopilot.
Okay.
So I know if I didn't have it, it would come up, the screen would come up and say trim up or down or something like that. But
yeah, we don't have any altitude autopilot, but it does tell us you need to trim there. But I guess there's some sort of load detector on the servo it does have.
What system is this?
That is an S-Tech, I don't know what,
No, I don't, that doesn't matter, it's just...
I thought it said it somewhere, but my eyes have gotten so bad. So that and the these are paired. Turn coordinator and the autopilot are paired. And that's something, I don't know if you know anything about this, but our plane on autopilot, it turns one direction too fast and it turns the other direction too slow. And we're like, is that something you could calibrate, or do you have to send both of those units off to, so we've never fixed it, but so if you're intercepting an approach from one direction, it'll overshoot every time. And if you're approaching from the other, it'll undershoot every time.
Oh, interesting.
But we haven't pursued it. It's not enough that it's a big deal, but or if you just go out and use a heading bug and do turns, it'll be perfect. It'll be just past one way and it'll be just shallow on the other, which is annoying. But like you were talking about on your Cherokee, you only want to spend so much money fixing things on an old airplane because you're not going to get that money back.
I don't know if Brian just wants something to faster to fly around in. I have no idea, but seems like you and Dave have a good balance of who's going to use the airplane. But
well, that's the thing, and I was going to talk to him about it, and I'm happy. It's just timing hasn't worked out. But if he just wanted to rent it, I'd have to charge him like a real amount of money.
Right.
And he could go probably rent something from Airwood for about the same price. And this plane isn't expensive enough that it would really be of value to have another partner. So unless he wanted to say, let's get rid of this plane and the three of us buy a 836 or I'd be interested in that. We just haven't made them. So I don't know what his plans are either.
I don't know.
He called David Grimm one day, and I got the impression he just wanted access to something faster, so that if he did want to take a trip.
Well, he's Brian is one of the nicest guys you want to meet.
Sure.
Doing favors or whatever. But he also kind of gets volunteers for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
One time he was up in Virginia.
Go that roll. Wow. We're on the backs. Jesus. We are holding altitude and pointing 10 degrees down. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
He was up in Virginia where he learned to fly at that flying circus airport. Somebody needed something for a steerman. And he said he had one in his hangar, so he calls me and says, can you bring this thing up in the Cherokee? And it's like an hour before dark.
Yeah.
And he says, I got a hotel room, you could stay and spend the night. And it's like,
yeah.
He would pay for the gas and all that kind of stuff, but still, he was a little irritated that I didn't just, he's always that way. It's like, oh, we can do this, dude. And he's getting his designated examiner so he can give private pilot tests and commercial tests and stuff.
I didn't know that, okay.
So he's been approved, he's got to go to Oak City, but he was beating around the bush to use my airplane to do
Right.
different things, and it's like I want to keep the hours down for one thing.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
To sell it.
That's an insurance issue too, no matter how good he is.
Well, it's just I don't really want to loan my airplane out.
Yeah,
you know?
I get it.
I mean, shoot, I flew Gary up to Pittsburgh to pick up his Stearman, you know.
Yeah, but you didn't just spare the moment doing it at dusk without prior knowledge.
No, and plus my niece, who's my goddaughter, lives in Pittsburgh, so I went up and had dinner with her and her fiance, you know. And
sure.
So I killed two birds with one stone, which is, but you know, to go on these little,
I get it,
journeys.
Yep.
I mean, he would use the thing every week if I said, yeah, go ahead and use it. He would just feel free to. And then I'd go up to you.
45 with you, back up there.
Well, that's the thing. Like David and I, we don't have an engine budget. We have our fixed expenses that we split, and then we pay for fuel, and it works out like we know down to within a couple $100 every year, barring something crazy, what it's going to cost, and it works great. But if we brought somebody else in, then we would say, well, now we got to start thinking about the finite. I mean, if the engine goes, he and I can afford it. But I wouldn't do that with somebody else, because then it's like, you know, you got to start taking a $60,000 engine and divide it by how many hours you think you have left.
Right.
And like, like you said, if Brian was going to be flying a lot, all of a sudden it makes a difference. You know, if it's like David and I, every couple of weeks we go fly, it doesn't matter. So, but again, if he wanted to invest in an airplane that we were all going to use a lot, that would be a different conversation. I didn't know he was doing the examiner thing.
I didn't. He was talking like he wanted to get out of the business of giving rides in the Stearman because it was a pain in the ass and all that.
Right.
And it's like he just loads himself up.
Gotcha. Well, he shouldn't need the money with his real job.
Oh,
just,
Cherokee 45 with you. They turned northeastbound now. Still at 3,200, passing above.
But, yeah. Well, shit.
Cherokee 45 with you, Roger. And what about these?
Maybe I'll get my commercial with him someday, just to do it. I swore I'd never take another check ride.
One, if I wouldn't have started this project, I would have my seaplane rating now also.
Okay.
Because right before I did it, I got...
I know you got your glider. And
got the commercial on that, and I think the seaplane, but that's...
Did you get your commercial recently, or is that something you've had forever?
The regular commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that like when I was 18.
Oh, that's what I thought, yeah.
But I didn't get my instrument for years after, and I didn't get my instructors on purpose.
Right.
Because my dad would be able to work me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I could run the shop all week and then flight instruction. I was going up and down.
I know. That's what I was in. I don't usually get that. So, but we are still around a lot of hills.
Doesn't matter. I mean, you could be hundreds of miles downwind.
That day I flew with you, it was really obvious, and I don't normally feel that in this plane, but I feel it today for sure. You're right.
The last time I came back.
I'm going to go ahead and descend a little bit.
Last time.
Attention all aircraft information for Colonel Altimeter 301.
It was really blowing hard, and I hit that stuff. I usually hit it passing Richmond southbound. This time I hit it way up over the Chesapeake, and the one time the autopilot has me up like this, and it's when it gets that the autopilot won't allow it to stall.
Okay.
It'll push the nose down, and it'll go speed, you know.
Right.
And or low speed, whatever it says. So, the nose is up and then it's down. And of course, without a constant speed prop, the RPM's up and then it's down.
Right.
And so I took it off the autopilot and just hand flew it and just kept the nose, just straight and level. And the airplane would go up and down like this instead of down, up and down like this. But
and I guess that's why I don't notice as much, because with the constant speed prop, you don't hear it.
Right. I mean, it would go down 1,000 feet before it would stop. It would go back up to the other altitude. But the airspeed, instead of going like this, stayed right there. The altimeter went like this instead. RPM stayed the same, so I guess if you were flying IFR, you could always ask them for a, what do they call it?
Block altitude.
Block, yeah.
I think our autopilot's dumb enough that maybe it just doesn't try quite as hard as yours. Because I just don't generally notice it that aggressively.
Well, again, your speed, you're flying through it faster,
yeah,
so
true.
It's, you're not going to be as in it as long.
You're right. I don't know if does the Garmin's have this little, see that blue curve? You know what that is?
What is that?
So when we start descending, and then I put in a preset altitude, that arc is when I'm going to get to that altitude.
Oh, okay.
So I can look at the blue line of the Bravo, kind of get that curve to help me be at 5,500 feet. You know, but I'm not doing a good enough job with my descent. But if you realize at the last second, shit, I'm about to bust a Bravo, you can punch in the altitude, nose over, and you can use that line to get as steep as possible without hurting yourself, or do a 360. Wow. It's just good old-fashioned turbulence out here.
Yeah.
I get some Concord weather here before too long. 30 miles.
Honors, flight level 250,
Doubtful if I put it on the right frequency. Oh no, I've got my radios backwards.
Landing and departing runway 2, visual approach and use, advise of initial contact, you have information, Victor. Howard Airport Ace information, Victor, time 1750 Zulu, wind 360 at Niner, gust 16, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 18, dew point -01, altimeter 3012, landing and departing runway 2, visual approach and use, advise of initial contact, you have information, Victor. Howard Airport Ace information, Victor, time 1750 Zulu, wind 360 at Niner.
360 at Niner, and it was gusting 8 million, so.
Just into 16, but pretty much down the runway.
Yeah, close enough. That's close enough, I don't need to worry too much about it. But we're lined up right with the lakes and the runway too.
Nice that Beechcraft built this thing that you can mount your iPad on.
Yeah. It's always in the way no matter where you put it, but it's not a bad place for it. I'm sure they had that in mind. And also, this whole bar has got a kind of a V shape to it. You can mount the whole thing upside down, and that'll make your yokes higher if you're larger size. So I'm told. I mean, I've never actually done it.
Kind of interesting that they used to have that flip over thing.
Yeah, we have one for this, but.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ah, 20 miles, okay. I need to go down a little more. I thought I was a little lower.
This is the highway I used to use to line up to do aerobatics.
Okay. All right, how my tank's pretty even, so that'll be good for the next flight.
Is your fuel in that thing too?
We don't have floats, but we do have the remaining is 43.6. It's really accurate. It's got a flow, like what, quantifier, accumulator, or something. I don't know what it's called. It does a good job.
Probably a transducer.
Transducer, I don't know, but yeah. As long as when I add fuel, like we try to fill it up to known quantities on a regular basis, but as long as we enter it accurately, it's usually within, you know, a couple tenths of a gallon. So. But to actually get floats that work with this, you have to spend thousands of dollars. Or the Bonanzas have these there's 2 floats in each tank, and they're somehow linked together, and the JPI stuff isn't compatible. Get that by default. I turn to the west just a little bit. Right now we're almost right on center line for departing traffic. So.
Let the tower worry about that.
Well, I will when I get a little closer, but we're not talking to him yet. I don't want to be writing some Lear jets.
When did they stop calling these Debonairs?
I mean, they still call them that, but it's just...
Airstrike 551, Concord ground, runway 2.
Officially or like call sign?
Officially.
I mean, they must have made them, what, 7 or 8 years?
Airstrike 551, read back runway assignment, runway 2, taxi via Alpha.
I guess Beach, Textron Beach, whatever the hell they're called now, aren't going to build any pistons.
Oh, they said they're done. Which, I mean, they are kind of old technology. Everybody wants fancier stuff. I'm going to give him a call. Am I on tower? Yeah. What was the... I forgot what the weather was. Do you remember? Victor? With Victor. Concord Tower, Bonanza 8539 Mike is 15 to the north with Victor, inbound for full stop.
Bonanza 8539 Mike, Concord Tower, roger. Enter a left downwind, runway 2.
Left downwind 2, 3 to Mike.
Bonanza 3 and 9 Mike, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles westbound, type unknown, altitude indicates 3,400.
If he doesn't...
Looking for that traffic, thank you.
Sorry about that. If he doesn't call you back, where do you contact him?
I would contact him when I'm entering the midfield, personally.
Yeah, that's where I usually do too.
I mean, if he mentions a location, I'm going to use it.
Yeah, a lot of times
I see the traffic. I got the traffic now. Yeah, even if he doesn't say report, if he doesn't call me, that's just you should see that traffic coming out. Oh, I got to get down. That traffic came under us right when I should have been descending. Sorry, we got to get down.
Bonanza 39 Mike, traffic no factor off your right side lower at 3,400.
We saw him go back, thank you. I guess I should have told him, but we're not even in the Bravo yet, so... I mean, the Delta. See that little thing I was talking about, I can use it to tell me right when I'm going to be low enough.
Airstrike 551, Concord Tower, northeast departure approved, runway 2, clear for takeoff.
I couldn't descend because of the plane.
Clear for takeoff, northeast departure approved, clear to 521, thanks.
Wind 3404.
Is it possible we can get a short delay?
The ears are popping.
Airstrike 551, short delay approved.
Short delay, correct.
No short delay.
Concord Tower, Copter 35, Romeo Hotel.
Helicopter 35, Romeo Hotel, Concord Tower.
35 Romeo Hotel, 10 to the south, just south of the antennas here. We're looking to go to the north ramp.
Altitude,
Helicopter 35 Romeo Hotel, roger, proceed inbound, make straight in for taxiway Alpha, clear to land, wind 250 at 5.
35 Romeo Hotel.
Concord Tower, contract 1009 is 10 miles to the northeast, inbound with information picture 4 south.
Contract 1009, Concord Tower, roger. Maintain at or above 2,500, enter a right downwind runway 2.
At or above 2,500, right downwind runway 2.
You ever use visual approaches?
09.
No. That's not it. I loaded R now. Visual 2, activate. Sometimes nice just to have it as a, glide slope and a center line. This is a really weird angle to be coming into Concord. Still hauling ass.
Check 551, 5 runway heading for now.
Runway heading, clear check 551.
Probably because of
Clear check 1009, altitude restriction cancel.
Altitude restriction is canceled, clear check 1009.
A friend of mine lives right over there near this little lake reservoir. One of those lucky bastards that found like a piece of property before prices went crazy, so now he's got like a, 5 or 10 acres of land.
Oh boy.
Like, got a giant Amazon warehouse almost in his backyard, but he's still, it's just hard to find. Because I'm in a neighborhood like you just got a third of an acre.
Clear check 551, traffic 11 o'clock, 1 mile, entering a left down is a Bonanza 1,900.
Out of the site, clear check 551.
Bonanza 3,900 Mike, traffic off your left, 1 mile northbound in Archer, 1,900, has you in sight.
And we have him in sight. Alright, better slow down. Whee!
Quit hitting those bumps would be the
Wind is pushing us into the airport.
first thing to do.
Sorry, I'll do better. I'll fly gooder. Let's see if he says anything to us.
Clear check 551, traffic ahead and to your right, company Seminole 2,300 for the right downwind.
We got that traffic in sight, clear check 521.
Clear check 521, proceed on course behind them.
Proceed on course behind them, clear check 521.
I don't know who they are. Tower 3 on Mike is mid left downwind for 2.
3,900 Mike, traffic ahead and to your left, 1.5 mile, final 1,200 helicopter.
Have him in sight, clear Mike.
Follow the helo, runway 2, number 2, clear to land.
Follow helo number 202, clear to land, clear Mike. How fast do you think he's going?
Fast enough.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about it. Well, he's going to land on the taxiway anyway. All right. Gear speed's good. Gear's coming down. Watch your knees. I feel the air brake. All right, green light. Indicated down. See if we can land one more time. Yahoo! I lost him, but I think he's probably over there.
Yeah, he's in there.
All right. A little fast. Get the flaps down. Flap speed. Flaps coming down. Trim, trim, trim. Bird. Power back in. Full ridge, full prop. I don't know where he went, but I don't see him, so.
You're good. Cleared to run him over.
Cross track, half mile. Wind's gonna be from our left, correct?
Yes.
Full ridge, full prop, I'm really high.
Concord Tower, project 1009, midfield, right downwind, runway 2.
Project 1009, traffic heading to your right, 3/4 mile, final 1,400 banana.
Hey!
Looking for that traffic, contract 1009.
Yes, we have no bananas.
Traffic's in sight, contract 1009.
Project 1009, follow that Bonanza, runway 2, number 2, clear to land.
Runway 2,
And it's bumpy here too.
contract 1009.
Wind's down the runway though, from what I can see. 90 knots, still a little fast. Now we're sinking. Alright, full ridge, full prop, gears down. Whoa! It's gusty.
Dock's just about dead there, though. It's funny. Down there somewhere.
I ballooned it.
See, those socks are just hanging.
Yeah, it wasn't hanging. Wasn't hanging where we were.
Bonanza 39er Mike, turn left on Delta and Pkwy, Alpha, good day.
Left, Delta, Alpha to the route. Thanks. 39 Mike. Air conditioner engaged. Now my ears are ringing like crazy. Well, that was successful. 2 weeks from now, it'll all be over.